for myself and I won't do what they say. Well, I think for myself and I won't do what they say.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Friday, November 26, 2021. And here are some of today's trends in the news. Of course, we didn't do trends in the news on Thursday because it was Thanksgiving Day. And the markets closed earlier today in celebration of the Thanksgiving weekend. And what happened? Well, the Dow only tumbled some 2%, down over 900 points. Excuse me, that was the S&P. The Dow was down 900 points. The S&P dropped 2%. And it's the worst day of the year. Happy day after Thanksgiving. Over there in Europe, everything is fine. The markets are down only on average 3.7%. Oil only dropped 13% today. This is serious. And you know why? New COVID variant sparks global demand concerns. Markets tumble. Fears of new COVID variant. European stocks close down amid concerns of new COVID variant. Worst day since June 2020. New COVID variant. We're going to get to the variant. And then you had Bitcoin. Poof, Bitcoin took a big hit. It was down over 8%. Plunged into bear market territory. And it went below that 54,000 mark, which is our mark that it got to stay above to keep growing. But again, you have the data in your Trends Journal. And again, a new Trends Journal out this week. Another award-winning Trends Journal is shot, heard around the world, the vax war. And now what I just told you, the vax wars are heating up. Now you got the new variant. Now you got the new variant. No vax, no freedom. This thing's going to keep going on. So what do we have? Show you how good things are going and why this is going to go down harder. And as you know, I've been saying this for a long time. You cannot keep this COVID war going and not destroy the global economy and the lives and livelihoods of billions of people. But the rich are getting richer, so that's good news. Buying private jets is at an all-time high. They're doing terrific. While the rest of the workers of Slavelandia got to work all the time to keep things going. So, look at some of the damage. New York hotels find little cheer from tourists this holiday season. Now, this is in Wednesday's Wall Street Journal. Today is Friday, and now they announced a new variant fear. So things were down before this happened, and you're looking at the occupancy rate. You know what it was? 56%. Yep. Real estate company division. Oh, they expect 56%. They expect 56%. So it's way below that now. And now that's going to go lower because as we get into the new variant, you're going to see the restrictions. Shortages, high demand boost prices. Businesses on both sides of the Atlantic reported robust demand in November that, combined with persistent shortages of parts and labor, led to record price increases. COVID-related factory closures, energy sabotage shortages, and product capacity constraints, they've eased in a little bit, but ocean freight rates have retreated from record highs, but they're still highs. Now, what am I saying this for? Because now with more of the lockdowns, even less product. So you're going to see dragflation, higher interest, and dragging down economies, not stagflation. You can see what's going on and how the markets reacted to this. You know, one of our trends is, all this talk about hating China and, how they're going to fight and on and on. We said, no, the big companies are going to keep investing there. It's all about the bottom line. They could give a shit about communism, anyism. All they're interested in making money. Bridgewater raises $1.25 billion for its third Chinese fund, okay? The business of America is business. The business of China is business. And the business of America is war. The business of China is business. And they're going into business. Epoch Times, by the way, did a great story on me. Look it up over the weekend. I'm sorry, over the last few days about what's going on in China. And I said it straight out. And they reported, the reporter did a great job on what I said. Epoch Times, check it out. Verizon seals $6.25 billion trade phone purchase. Why am I mentioning it? Again, the bigs are getting bigger, the rich are getting richer. And now with this new COVID war going on with the variant, again, the essentials become more essential and everybody else is a non-essential piece of crap. And again, talking about how bad things are and how they're going to get worse, you have a story, again, out of Wednesday's Wall Street Journal, showing about how many people are going back to the movies. The North American box office grossed $2.27 billion. The figure is projected to hit $4 billion this year, according to ComScore. Huh. You know what it was in 2019? $11.4 billion. And now it's going to be $4 billion. Now you look at all the jobs that were lost in that sector. You look at how all the prices of values are going down in all of those real estate sectors where they have movie theaters. You look at how the movie theater stocks should be plummeting, but no, they're artificially boosted. Now let's go back to inflation. Now concerns about the new COVID war with the South African variant. They're going to raise interest rates as things are going down to stop the inflation? Puh. Yeah, dragflation. Yeah, Macy's Thanksgiving Parade draws crowds. They had that yesterday. Giant balloons, once again, wafted through miles of Manhattan, wrangled by costume handlers. Marching bands from around the country were back, and so were the crowds. You ready? Parade staffers and volunteers had to be vaccinated against COVID-19 and wear masks. Hey, who made up this shit? You just said a lot of the bands were playing. The bands are whoop, 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 blowing out that crap, right? Oh, the chances of getting it outside, according to the data, are less than 1%, but everybody had to be masked and vaxxed. Look at the stupid shit. You should see the shit they're making up in schools. They quarantine a bunch of kids that I know, but only half the class because the other kids were 3 feet apart. What, do you think they were 3 feet apart all the time? And a fuckface, this thing travels 27 feet. You're making this shit up. We got a bunch of shitheads making shit up. Nearly all federal workers get a shot, 92%. All right? Where U.S. workers are quitting at record rates. You know where? In the places where they lock down the most. Workers in the U.S. resigned from a record 4.4 million jobs in September. Many Americans are leaving roles for better working conditions and pay amid blah, 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 and the places where they're going down here. The New York region was among the first in the U.S. to be hit hard by the pandemic. Not hit hard by the pandemic, hit hard by the scumbags like that little prick, that little dictator, Andy Cuomo. Yeah, that little fucking nipple ring, arrogant bastard. Yeah. It was every sentence he ended with period. Yeah, you got a period. That's probably what you've been sucking down your mouth because that's the shit that you've been throwing out. Goes on. You ready? And leaders in northwestern states imposed strict business restrictions. Leaders, dictators. Who the fuck are these pricks? I got to use the other word, bitches and bastards, to tell us what to do. Oh, Rhode Island, yeah, bitches and bastards. These are the ones that lock down the hardest. The most amount of people quit. Oh, and the virus rates are going up because you're making this shit up. Shitheads. New COVID-19 variant roils South Africa. That's the big news. Again, Friday's newspaper. South Africa's government. Oh, yeah, I got to listen to South Africa's government health experts. South Africa, the smartest fucking joint in the world. If they're saying it's happening, hey, how many people died in South Africa? Oh, they're dying of shit all the time. You've been there? I've been there. You want to see poverty. You want to see devastation. You worrying about dying of the fucking variant? About 8,000 people. Out of how many live in there? 60 million. 60 million. 8,000 out of 60 million over 22 months. But they're spreading the fear. It just again reinforces the fact that the invisible enemy we're dealing with is very unpredictable, said South African Health Minister Joe. Go fuck yourself. The European Union might halt air traffic from places where a new coronavirus variant detected in South Africa has spread. The bloc's executives, the bloc's fuckfaces, the bloc's scumbags who never work a day in their life, the bloc's little bitches and bastards that tell you what to do, so obey orders. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. Global authorities, global authorities, you piece of crap, listen to your global authorities. Reenacted with alarm on Friday to the new variant. Ready? New COVID variant detected in South Africa prompts UK travel ban. That's one for the New York Post. South scientists sound alarm over new worst ever super mutant COVID variant that could make vaccines 40% less effective. Oh, 40% less effective? Now, according to the Israeli health ministry, they're only 39% effective. So I guess they'll be a minus 1% effective. Israel warns of emergency after detecting new virus strain. You ready? Prime Minister Naftali Bennett said on Friday that Israeli is, quote, on the threshold of an emergency situation after authorities detected the country's first case of a new coronavirus variant. There are 2 suspected cases. The 3 individuals had all been vaccinated. Wait a minute. You got the highest triple vaccination rate in the world. And they were vaccinated and they got the variant? Oh, it's a deadly variant. Oh, but let's go keep going. 9 million people, 8,000 deaths. 9 million, 8,000 deaths over 22 months. You got 3 cases and now it's an emergency. Belgium has confirmed a case, 1 case, of the highly mutated variant. Talking about more lockdowns. Going back to the economy, why the hell do you think the markets are in the toilet? They should have been down there a long time ago. And now they're making a very bad situation worse right at the holiday season where spending's supposed to go up and now people are freaking out. Schools schedule day off for mental health. We wrote about this in the Trends Journal. It's getting worse. The kids are all fucked up. They're masked up. They're fucked up. All they're selling is fear. The kids are going back to school. They're going nuts. They're closing down schools all over. We said this would happen. When people lose everything and have nothing left to lose, they lose it. Oh, boy, they're losing over there in San Francisco and other places. Oh, yeah, crime skyrocketing. CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart found liable in opiate case. Yep, this was Tuesday. I mention this because they're fucking drug dealers. Get this in your head, everybody. Grow up. They're not big pharma. They're big drug lords. You want more proof? Look at all the people they've killed. And the opiate crisis and now the mental crisis going on with these kids. These young kids are going to grow up fucked up. Yeah, I want to talk about how they really sell propaganda and how they pitting white against black. This is from Wednesday's Wall Street Journal. Supremacist rally leaders found liable. The Federal Bureau, blah, blah, blah. white supremacists. They call them white supremacists, right? Wisconsin Christmas parade suspect sparks a debate over bail policies. He killed 6 people and over 60 were injured. 6 people, 3 in Georgia are found guilty in Arbery murder. 3 guys were found guilty in killing 1 guy, and it says jury rejects claims of self-defense in shooting death of black jogger. But they don't say over here that a black guy killed all these white people. And you read about this guy who did it. He called the old white people, knocked them the fuck out. Darrell Brooks. The old white people knocked them the fuck out. But yet NPR, those little arrogant scum fucks. I used to be on NPR up here. They got me off. I used to be on NPR. They don't like what I have to say because I wouldn't swallow their shit. Little shit. Here's the headline. 3 white men found guilty of murdering Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. Again, I'm not supporting these guys. Shouldn't have killed them if he convicted. But look how they pit white men. Hey, fuck faces on NPR. How come you didn't say black man in Wisconsin intentionally murders? The old white people knocked them the fuck out. All right? They're pitting us against each other. This thing is going down big, it's going down hard, it's going down fast, and it's going down global. On to another story. And again, Trends Journal subscribers know this. We have geopolitical section in the magazine you can't get anywhere else. Ethiopian leader vows to lead troops in battle. What's going on in Ethiopia? This guy's a Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner. This guy, Abiy Ahmed. Yep. The Nobel Peace of Crap Prize winner started the war with Tigray. And I'm not taking sides again. I'm just telling you what's going on. It's a murderous situation. Now you pick up the paper. Undeterred by channel perils, migrants still plan to cross. We are going to look at a migrant crisis that you cannot believe. They're locking down the world again. This thing is totally out of control. Would you want to escape your country if it's at war? Would you want to escape Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Libya, Ethiopia, the second largest country in Africa? Then you look at the Trends Journal, what we wrote this week about inflation rates going on and how the countries that are hitting the hardest with it. Oh, that Turkish lira, by the way, that's doing great. It's only down now 38%. 38%. And interesting, the people that are protesting against what's going on in Turkey, you look at the photos, all young people. The people protesting against the COVID vax, old people. Again, that's what's going on. And so we're in a very, very, very tenuous time right now. And with these markets, what happened today is big. And here's another thing to remember. The plunge protection teams are going to artificially try to boost this up. I'm not making the term up. It's a real term. And they have the same thing over in China. So they're going to do everything they can to artificially prop these up. But they're locking down now at the height of the season, the height of the travel season and the height of the buying season, and putting fear and hysteria in people's hearts, minds, and souls. So, again, do what you can to support us. Subscribe to the Trends Journal, trendsjournal.com. There's no magazine like it. Everything that's going on now, we've said what was going to happen. We warned about this. I've been saying it, and all the people knowing, tuning in, I said they were going to keep launching COVID War 2.0 when the winter came. Here we are. Welcome aboard. And number two, if you want that vaccine passport, the place to go to is freedompeacejustice.com. We have it for the United States and international. freedompeacejustice.com. And that's what we're fighting for. Freedom, peace, and justice, and they're stealing it from us. Thank you for tuning in. This is Gerald Salenti, and that's some of today's Trends in the News. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.